Welcome to the Bitfolio Academy Coaching Community June 1st newsletter. Our focus for this month is on market manipulation. Pumping and dumping crypto assets seems to be a favorite pastime of investment advisors who appear on CNBC, Fox Business, and other media outlets. On May 23rd, appearing on CNBC, Scott Minerd, CIO of Guggenheim, admitted that Guggenheim sold all of their Bitcoin a few months back for $40,000. Well, in January, when Bitcoin was selling for $40,000, Scott Minerd was pumping Bitcoin on CNBC, saying that Bitcoin would go to 400,000. Recommending crypto assets to retail investors while selling your own portfolio is unfortunately all too common. While it's not illegal to recommend an asset to the public and privately sell it, it is unethical. Nevertheless, this practice is so common that it almost compels one to do the opposite of what analysts or CIOs are recommending. When JP Morgan said that Bitcoin was undervalued by 28% on May 25th, it made the news. Bitcoin was selling for $29,500. When JP Morgan says buy, it may be time to sell the pump. Bitcoin did briefly hit 32,000 on May 31st before retreating. While pumping and dumping may not be illegal, front running is illegal. An OpenSea employee, Nathaniel Chaston, was charged and arrested by the FBI in New York's Southern District. Nathaniel's job was to pick the NFTs that would be listed on the front page of OpenSea. Even though he tried to use anonymous wallet addresses, he was not able to hide his identity. Each count of front-running and market manipulation carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. When people start getting arrested for insider trading, front-running, and market manipulation, perhaps this is a sign that crypto is growing up, coming of age, and reaching maturity. In OnChain Analysis, I'm simplifying my OnChain Analysis just by comparing the number of active daily users on a particular blockchain. Below is the baseline. The Tron is leading the way in terms of active daily users, and Solana comes in second, followed by Binance Smart Chain or BNB Smart Chain, followed by Bitcoin, and then by Ethereum. You can see the full chart on the blog. DeFi top chains, I take a look at the percentages of total value locked in DeFi, and the biggest winner is Tron at 5.43% of total value locked in DeFi. Tron has had a steady increase since March 1st, as you can see, and it's now number 3. Binance Smart Chain, BSC, also gained 2% of the share of total value locked in DeFi in the last month, and it has gone up. Ethereum has also gained. The biggest loser is Phantom, with a steady decline and falling to 1.51% of total value locked in DeFi. Avalanche is also dropping in the share of total value locked, but not as fast and as hard as Phantom. There's a chart. Here's the chart of the percentage of Ethereum total value locked, and you can see in the last month Ethereum has gained as a result of Terra Luna's decline and fall. We take a look at the bridges net outflows. I'm taking a look at 4 bridges: Polygon, Avalanche, Phantom, and Near. And as we can see, the outflows have slowed on Avalanche and Phantom, but both chains continue to have outflows on bridges. In the NFT marketplaces, we take a look at the combined OpenSea and LooksRare revenue in millions, and we can see that as of June 1st, there's a significant drop. It dropped from over 400 million to below 200 million in just the last 2 weeks. So we can see that NFT marketplaces have not fared well in the last couple of weeks compared to the previous 2 months. In terms of daily users, we're not seeing a significant decline in daily users. OpenSea looks rare. Magic Eden and Atomic Markets have stayed pretty much the same in terms of the number of daily users. In terms of technical analysis, on April 7th, Bitcoin turned bearish, and Bitcoin has remained in a bearish trend. For the last couple of weeks, Bitcoin seems to be finding support around 29,000. The total crypto market also turned bearish a couple of days later on April the 9th, and it's remained in a bearish trend also. The last couple of weeks, total has been finding support at 1.2 trillion. If we take a look at the top stories from May 16th to June 1st, here's the top stories. First of all, there was a botched airdrop for the Optimism OP token. We saw the first distribution of tokens, but there was infighting among the holders, so much so that there was a new proposal which advocates identifying flippers and putting a ban on these addresses to participate in future Optimism airdrops. Some users on Twitter have claimed that they were listed as eligible for the airdrop, but now they are shown as ineligible. Ethereum Proof of Stake upgrade launched on Ropsten. On May 30th, Ethereum's oldest testnet, Ropsten, successfully launched its beacon chain, and the merge with Ropsten's beacon chain is expected to happen on June 8th after the beacon chain upgrades. Argentines turned to Bitcoin amid inflation worries. In response to surging inflation, Argentina has become an increasingly crypto-friendly country in terms of adoption. Lightning Network improves BTC transaction speeds and reduces fees. The Lightning Network capacity attained an all-time high of 3,915 Bitcoin on May 27th. Bitcoin dominance continues to rise. BTC dominance is over 46%. A rising BTC dominance is a sign of a risk-off environment where alts will see stronger declines compared to Bitcoin. Terra Luna 2.0 went live on May 28th. Luna USDT, or Tether, is now available on several exchanges. A bug brings down Solana blockchain for 4 hours. On June 1st, Solana was down for 4 hours after a bug blocked consensus. Network validators disabled the feature and restarted the network. A fix is due out later. An OpenSea employee was arrested and charged with front-running NFTs. His job was to pick the NFTs that would be listed on the front page of OpenSea. Each count of front-running carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. The Fed begins quantitative tightening on June 1st. For the first time since 2017, the Fed will start selling its $9 trillion in assets. $47 billion per month in assets will be sold every month. And then in September, they'll kick it up to $95 billion per month in assets will be sold. JP Morgan said crypto is undervalued. On May 20th, JP Morgan said that Bitcoin's target price should be $38,000. The difference between now and 2019 crypto winter is venture capital funding. The SEC denied another Bitcoin spot ETF. One River spot ETF was rejected by the SEC. The SEC's position is clear. Unless crypto exchanges become just like the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange and follow all the SEC stock exchange reporting rules as if they were a stock exchange, the SEC cannot protect investors from fraud and market manipulation. UK inflation hits a 40-year high of 9%. UK inflation jumped to 9% in the 12 months to April, up from 7% in March. Plan B gave up all hope that his BTC Bitcoin stock-to-flow model. On May 16th, Plan B tweeted, "In first quarter, it became clear that this Bitcoin bull market was over." He stated that the Bitcoin is in a long-term bear cycle, effectively erasing any hopes in his stock-to-flow model. The chairman of the CFTC, Commodities Futures Trading Commission, said that Bitcoin and Ethereum are commodities. The CFTC chair said that we need to define more clearly which coins are commodities and which coins are securities. Ethereum will shift from proof of work to proof of stake in August. Vitalik Buterin confirmed the August date. After the merge, Ethereum staking yields are expected to double from 5% to 10% or even higher. China and Russia challenges U.S. supremacy. Russia is attempting to substitute the Chinese yuan for the U.S. dollar. In May, $3.9 billion worth of yuan was exchanged for rubles in the Moscow spot market. This is up 12 times from what it was in February. Bill Gates says crypto does not add value to society. On May 22nd, Bill Gates explained why he doesn't own any Bitcoin or any other crypto for that matter. He said that crypto doesn't add value to society. A major Korean law firm is suing Do Kwon after the UST collapse. On May 18th, a law firm in Korea filed a lawsuit on behalf of Luna UST investors. They've also filed a court order to seize Do Kwon's properties. The Tron USDD stablecoin has boosted the Tron DeFi. On May 7th, Tron launched its USDD stablecoin, which is modeled after the Terra Luna and UST. USDD is paying high yields on JustLend and SunSwap. The fear and index greed is currently at 14 for crypto markets and currently at 34 fear for the stock market. Well, that's it for the June 1st newsletter. Hope you enjoyed it. All the best.